All right, welcome back, everybody. Good morning to you, or to my mates in England. Good evening or afternoon. Oh, look at that! I got to charge my watch. It's like it's empty. Say what is it? 8, 5. It's in the afternoon there. It's only 3 o'clock there. So, I stayed up late last night. Let's get this microphone down here. And that's because I went to my very first meeting with you know what? I don't even know the name of the club, but it's the Flycasters Club. Last night, I brought a gift, which was a really wise thing to do. They have a sort of a raffle table that people bring and put stuff in, and every month they raffle off stuff. So they seemed very appreciative, very nice. Got to sit down and although I got there early because I didn't know, and I ate by myself in this really really big room. It was like the loneliest I've ever been eating something. But Patrick, the president of the club, very nice. Actually, everybody was nice. I mean, there were other new members there. They probably have about 60 people, maybe, or more, maybe 70, in the club. Really big club. So, but they were very welcoming, which they were going to be. I mean, there are certain clubs that are really cool people. Car clubs, really cool people, all right? And outdoor clubs, really cool people. Um, and I think every one of them offered to teach me how to cast to tie flies. Now I just got to figure out how to get a hold of them. I didn't get to that. My lungs are just burning. At the moment, I couldn't go fishing if I wanted to, which I always want to. We should have some snow today. Storms are coming in, so we should have some snow today. And let's take a look. Yeah, any minute now. It's coming. Snow, snow, snow. But it was a very nice evening. We had a product rep, Scientific Anglers. I think that's the name of it, Scientific Angler, or Angling, or something. Let me pop it up. Scientific Angler? I think that's what it was. Yeah, it's Scientific Anglers. Now, the neat thing about these guys, I mean, I don't know anything about you. I know. See here, we'll put it in chat. So we had that rep come last night, and he gave a wonderful PowerPoint presentation on their wonderful fishing line. Well, I don't know that much about the fishing line. I know a lot about fishing line, but for spinning gear and bait, bass fishing. Fly fishing is totally different. I mean, fishing line for them actually tapers, and there's a belly, and then there's a taper, and then there's the bot. It was just, and it's not straight. It goes straight. It goes up. It comes down, and to the point. It is completely different. And then he started talking about 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. I have no idea what that is. None. No idea what that is. And I was, well, pretty lost during his presentation. There were some really good questions that helped. I was kind of embarrassed because I'm, kind of an idiot when it comes to fly fishing. And I, I don't know. I really don't know. They got these trout lines, and I guess Infinity was the one that is very. But I want you to realize something. Their Infinity line, all right? I'm looking at it right now. It's $129 for a fishing line. Fishing line, $129. Dang. That's how much a rod costs. Fishing line? I know I've spent that much on fishing line and fish, but I have like 9 rods. All different weights and techniques. $129. I gotta sell some stuff. Anyway, I mean, it was a good presentation. It was nice because it wasn't just a club meeting, it was an education system. And I went there to try to, make acquaintances so they could help me progress in this new hobby. But I could barely breathe, but it was, I'll get it. Yeah, hopefully they'll send me an email and with some contacts. I gave them all my information last night, but it was very nice. Very nice. They seemed very well organized, although they have no website. They really just need to have an information page. It's free. You just go and get an information page someplace. And they need to do. I think when it comes to technology, obviously they're just not there. But I'm very excited about it. Yeah. And one guy, he has sort of tie flying at his house for 2 days a week. Don't know who that is now, but I did last night. But I got to get over to his house 2 days a week. We'll learn how to tie some flies. But it was It was very nice. I mean, way past my bedtime. And I don't know if I made a good impression or whatnot, but me. I make friends with everybody, but it was pretty cool. And so I'm toying with this new laser engraver. And tomorrow I get my filtering system so I can start lasering more. I did make some absolute stunner of blades, spoons yesterday. Man, they're gorgeous. And I tried a new epoxy, on these keychains. I don't like it. So I ordered another epoxy that I know of and, I've used before. So I'm going to try that. And, these things have to be encased. They got to be encased in epoxy, or else they just break off. You don't want that to happen. You want a keychain's supposed to last. So this epoxy is just a little too thin. and it just ran off. Um, Maybe it's designed for something else, for making, you know, designs or something. I don't know. I wasn't going to use my beta epoxy on keychains, but looks like I'm going to, because this epoxy just isn't really made for this. And beta epoxy is actually really good. Hard as a rock, doesn't yellow. So I've got some of that coming. And we'll see if we can get. I like these. I like these. I think, making some, keychains for people is really cool. I can make a lot of them and sell them for $5 or $7 each. I got keychain stuff. So we'll do it. And then of course I've got knives. So very cool, huh? Terrible at fishing knife, right there. Ooh, ah. And pens, of course. This is my 10-inch fishing scale pen. We can put people's names on it. And this is so cool, man. So I just got done gluing this together. So really neat. And of course, I also did a friend's Bigfoot sign. I got a lot of stuff planned for this. So we can make a custom sign for you, or for somebody you want to give a gift to with their name on it. I could do one with a lake. I could do one with fishing. Do all sorts of stuff. So I'm thinking about how do I sell it? So there's this website, marketplace called Etsy. Now I've done Whatnot, but Etsy, I can sell the custom stuff, and people can send me that stuff. I just don't want to get too involved. But we'll see. I'll make an inventory of non-personalized stuff, and then might go on Whatnot. I don't know. Stick it on Facebook Marketplace, always the easiest. Free, and it doesn't require much effort at all. So I'm almost out of my Black Rifle coffee. I'm almost out. I think we've been drinking a lot of coffee lately. Colder weather. It's not snowing yet, but it will. Yeah, I'm in the basement, so I look up through my little windows. I love the basement. We're legated. I'm like cousin. Was it the Thing? No. Cousin It. What was that monster that was in the Munsters basement? I'm It. I'm It. Cousin It. I'm the monster that was in. When they went down the stairs. That's me. But I see my doctor day after tomorrow, so on Friday. So if my lungs are still this bad, he'll just give me steroids. Steroids always help clear it up. But we'll see. Cold weather exacerbates, lung issues. Let's see. Looks like nobody on, huh? Let's see if we can view my channel. We'll probably get some feedback at the moment. Yeah, we're on. Bam. Okay, no feedback. All right, yeah, nobody's there. Oh, somebody hit a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Say hi. Ah, go Slider. Yeah, it's better to be. It's always good to be seen than viewed. So we're, yeah. So, but last night's meeting was really my favorite thing. I thought about doing, a recording of it, but I wasn't sure if the guys would like that. But, this Scientific Angler brand, whew, my goodness, $129 for this fishing line. It should come with fish. Big ones, not little ones. Oh my gosh. How in the world? How in the world is that $129? I know the guy talked, but I mean, he really liked the Infinity, which who wouldn't? I mean, he don't pay for it. He probably gets it free, But if he had to pay for it, would he actually pay for it? People don't have that much disposable income. I mean, most of us are retired. I just cannot get over Mastery Trout. Let's see. This one's only $79. The Mastery Trout. I actually, he did explain the running line, the rear taper, the belly, long belly, and then, the front taper on it. And he did explain that, but wow. I mean, I'm used to spending $40 on fishing line, but $129. Gosh, that's a lot. I don't even know how to cast the thing yet. But it was a lot. Yeah, and then there's, I don't know. Now there was one of the guys there was fishing Miller Lake, which isn't too far away. And he saw some really big brown trout. He did catch a brown. It was about 19 inches, I think, or 17 inches, he said. But he says there were much larger ones there. I love, the brown trout is just a fun fish to catch. It is amazing on a really itty bitty tiny hook. You can catch a big giant fish. That's pretty cool. So, that is pretty cool. In spinning gear or in tackle, they, or, I use bait casters. I don't know what it's called. What's this? Is it called tackle? I don't know. Well, with my usual, bigger the hook, bigger the fish, right? Well, that's not the case for fly fishing, because these are tiny little hooks. So, but I want to make more. I want to make more of these. this is going to be, I think these will be really cool. And I think they would sell locally. Or, I could do any lake. I can do any lake. I ordered thinner sheets. These are quarter inch. Yeah. And so I ordered half that, 1/8 inch. But these are 1/8 inch. I ordered 16. I don't know. Because it's pretty thick for just a few layers. And then I etched the back. So it says Michael Ruffino on YouTube, terrible at fishing. That looks pretty cool. I love Bigfoot here. I'm going to do more of these. Who doesn't love Bigfoot? Best hide and seek guy ever. Buddy of mine says he's seen him 3 times. Excuse me. Keeping an eye on. Oh, yeah. Starting to snow right now. It's just starting to snow. Bigger than a hook keeps small fish off. And yes, that is true. That is true. But this is river fishing, and I'm new to this. Whole anchovies or most squid keeps little ones off too. Yep, that's true. That is true. Or mackerels. I love using macks. You can fish macks and just pull them up and use those for bait. I mean, mackerels are great. I miss ocean fishing. The ocean's only about 3.5 hours from here, so I mean, I need to get out there and do some Pacific Northwest ocean fishing. That would be really cool. I'd like to get out there, maybe do some crabbing. I mean, crabbing is big up here. I'd love to catch a yellowfin or the tuna. That would be awesome. So, but yeah, I've got some pretty cool plans for crafts and stuff like that to make for people to buy as gifts. 'Tis the season, right? 'Tis the season, and how much would you pay? How much would you pay for that? I don't know. $25 maybe? How much would you pay for this? 35, 45? I don't know. And keychains? $5, $7. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun. I think, I made this as a gift. Made it as a gift. Made both these as gifts. I like gifts. Gift giving. That'll be fun. Giving gifts is the best. But these new blades I made, I'm going to etch those for one of my viewers. And he sent me an email, and he wants certain things lasered on it as gifts and stuff. So, and I'm going to get that done this weekend and get them out to him tomorrow, next week. So, if you have any suggestions, you need some spoons, made, or and you can put anything you want on it. And what a fun gift. If you want it as a bait or as a keychain, I could do that too. Because I got keychain parts, I just haven't made them. And so you could give that a shot. Just, you can put in a request and uh, throw some money in my PayPal account. Life is good. Yeah, I don't really know what to charge on some of this stuff now. I'm just, me, if you ever bought anything from me, I always just give you extra stuff in the bag anyway. So, you never know what you're going to get. You get what you pay for, and then you get more because that's just fun. Again, it makes me feel good. Under promise, over deliver. That's what you always do in sales. Under promise, over deliver. And it's a rule of thumb I've always used. I wanted to get hired on at Sportsman's Warehouse here. Bobby, the manager, he's been real busy. I don't think he's got a budget to hire anybody. Just because I love selling. I love customer interaction. And heck, I'm a good hire. I'm a seasoned salesman for 40 years. I taught professional sales. I've written a book on sales. Not to float my boat, but I'm honest, hardworking, and I'm punctual. And those three qualities are the qualities I always looked for in an employee. So, lying late and lazy are the exact opposites, my 3 L's. And my employees knew boss's 3 L's, lying late and lazy. The opposite is honest, hardworking, and punctual. But I understand that. You can't hire somebody if you don't have the budget for it. I know better than anybody. My wife's about to lose her job because they don't have a budget. They're losing their budget. So that happens. If companies don't have the money, they got to cut back. And the most controllable expenditure that they have is labor. So that's just the way it is. Companies really do cut their nose off to spite their face. When you lose people, you lose production. When you lose production, you lose income, which makes you cut back more, till finally you are committing suicide. You really need to think about other ways to cut money and to streamline, or to make your staff more productive so you can produce more income. And that's kind of the way you work it. I remember I was managing a Best Buy once, and I wrote a training program for my store. Now, we were a top 10 store. It was $78 million a year. And believe it or not, I still didn't have enough budget to handle the influx of customers. We would run anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 customers a day in my store. Well, when you're running thousands of customers and you have a staff of 150 to 200 people, and that also is your cashiers, your techs, support crews, stuff like that, home stuff. You really don't have that many people, so you want more. One thing about a manager in retail is they always want more people. So I created a training program. And one thing about Best Buy, they're not great salesmen. And I came from a professional sales company. So I created a training program to teach everybody, every salesperson on the floor, how to sell to more than one customer at a time. We called it stacking customers. And a good salesman could stack customers, and the customers would feel energized and still feel like they were the best. They had the best experience. Now, out of the, let's say 100 just for a round number, on my staff. And I knew reality would set in that out of the 100, most of them could not do it. They just didn't have the multi-stacking skills to do it. So I was shooting for 20% of the 100. 20 out of the 100 could stack more than one person. By doing that, let's say they could stack 2, which is pretty easy to do. I was a pretty good salesman. I could stack 5 without a problem. Well, if you took 20 people and they could stack 40, or, help 40 people at the same time, you've now increased your sales staff by 20% without increasing the budget. All you did was increase the skill set of the people that were on your staff. So you've increased it by 20%. Now, stacking 2 people is pretty simple. There are some people, very few, in that 100 that could stack 3 or 4 people. Maybe even as many as me, 5. Well, let's say we can do another 5, out of the 20. And they can stack. Now, we've increased my production of 100 people to 125. Now we've got 25% increase in production. Now, what does 25% increase in production do? It increases sales. And people who stack customers, salesmen are good at stacking customers, sell and close more because customers are energized. And one thing about buying is that it is a transfer of enthusiasm from the salesman to the customer. And that's what ends up happening. So now you've increased your income, your sales, which will eventually increase your staffing, budget. And as you increase your staffing budget, now you're increasing people, which increase, if you've trained them just as well as the originals, you will increase your production. Naturally, you would, but that's the program that I installed in that Best Buy. And that's why we were number 10 in the company. And out of thousands of stores, to be the 10th ranked in the entire company, a lot of, the middle management really didn't understand my management style. It's high enthusiasm, high joy, lots of smiling, a lot of joking, because there's one thing, when you walk into a store, you can see what kind of leadership that they have. Is everybody, doggedly trying to do their job? Or are they enjoying doing their job? And when I taught my supervisors, there are 2 ways of managing people, too. One, you can make everybody do their job. And you know what? You can get the job done. You can get the job done. Make them do their job. If you want to threaten them, that'll work for a little while. And then there's the other manager, the best manager, the leader, to make them want to do their job. And if you can make people want to do their job, production goes way up. And it's just a better environment. And eventually, I was always taught to train people to be better than me. And that's fine. If they wanted my job, great. If they wanted to be my boss one day, good for them. I want them to be my boss one day. It's the best feather in your cap you have. I was happy just being a store manager. I did not want to get bigger than that in a company, although a lot of the middle managers thought I did, just because I did such a good job at the store level. They always thought I wanted their job. But middle management, most fragile position in a company. That's where they cut back first. You don't want to do that job. Middle management stinks. Terrible job. But that's, companies look at middle management because they pay them good. They cut them back. And then they start adding more load to them. And it just lacks fun. You really don't get that interaction. And I'm an interactive person. So, but that's kind of what they got to do. A good manager creates a work environment that is fun, it's engaging, and skilled. And if you, as a manager, do that, I mean, you got a solid career. And I did. 40 years, I had a solid career. I knew how to build people up and to build them out. And that's one of the most important aspects of running any business, besides marketing, which I'm not too shabby at. I own an international marketing company, and I'm not too shabby at that. I've written a book on marketing. Here it is. There it is. It's a true survival guide for small businesses, right there. It was the first book I wrote. I was on a think tank group in Washington, D.C. And the guy who headed it was, he worked for McDonald's restaurants. He invented the Happy Meal. So he knew, and it's out of the box think. That book is designed to help a new franchisee or a new store owner to be successful from the first. Actually, it'll take a few years for you to really get in there, but to make enough money, but to support yourself. But it talks about that. Where do you market? Where do you advertise? What kind of marketing should you do? What is neighborhood marketing? That's why I want to do more with the community radio that I am on, and that's a really fun thing to do. But I enjoy all of that. I mean, it's just one of those things that you do. Yeah, that's fun. And if you find a job that you have fun with, you never work a day in your life. You've heard that. And that's what, that's what I always strive to do. But yeah, it's retirement. Made a mess. Just a little bit of snow. Just a little bit. It's not coming down real hard yet. It's going to come down pretty hard today. So, but what we're going to be doing here is a lot of stuff. If some of these guys that I met last night will allow me, maybe I can invite them onto the show, interview them, and that would be a lot of fun. There's several ex-guides, and I would, enjoy doing stuff like that. All right, well, I guess I've taken up enough of your guys' time. It's been 39 minutes, 40 minutes. So, I appreciate you guys stopping in, giving the channel a watch. I appreciate that. And we're going to exit this with my rockin' outro, because I like my rockin' outro. I made it. Although I made all these. So, but I want to thank you guys. And email me. Hey, Mostel. Good morning to you. Or afternoon. I don't know where you're at, but it could be anywhere. It is the internet. So, but it's been a crazy couple weeks here in America. I mean, but it's yeah. I'm just trying to keep my head straight and trying to get my lungs better. And if I can get to breathing again, I can get out fishing again. So right now I'm a little worried about mixing with people because I don't know if I have COVID or not. I have a COVID test, but it's expired, so I don't want to get them sick. But with my lungs, that's the way it is. Anyway, thanks for popping in. I did talk quite a bit about a lot of stuff, including at the very beginning about last night's meeting with the basin flycatchers, I think. I don't know. They really need to do better advertising. Oh, they got a huge club. Some kid, they got a kid there. He could make a website. I could make a website, but it's easy. I mean, websites are free nowadays. It's like everybody's got a website. They don't even have a website. But last month, I thought it was on the third Tuesday, and I missed it. So I had to wait a few more weeks, and last night was second Tuesday of the month. And so I caught them last night. But, they've got a big club, Oh, good. I'm glad, Randy. I really am. I wish my lungs felt better. I just walk up my stairs and, it hurts. We'll see. We'll see how all that goes. So, I hear somebody up above me. My wife doesn't work today, so she's probably sleeping in. Good for her. Definitely sleep in when you can. I don't sleep in, but I'm thinking about making. I'm going to make a lot of stuff in the next few weeks, and we're going to. If you want anything, Randy. Yeah, we will be a pair out ice fishing. Well, I'm hoping my lungs get better. I don't know if I could. I mean, right now, if there was ice fishing right now, I couldn't go ice fishing. There's no way. Neither could you. But right now, it's just, these lungs just. I didn't even check my O2 set. I've been fluctuating between 84 and 92. So let's see what it's at. It's always fun to see. Freak people out. You want to be 90 or above, for O2. 87. 87. Yeah, don't look at. I'm dead. Stupid thing. I know. This is my O2 set. You don't go to the hospital with really low O2 because they'll want to intubate you, and I don't get intubated. I'm a DNI. It's just do not do that. So when I had COVID, they just put me on 55 liters of oxygen, and just to keep some air in me, and because I've been intubated before, and I know nobody likes it, but it's traumatic. So I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. You want to, blow me up like a balloon with 55 liters of oxygen? I'm good. I mean, I don't think my belly can get much bigger, so. But yeah, we'll just keep an eye on this, and I think steroids. When I see my doctor Friday, he'll prescribe steroids to me, and we'll get that taken care of in a week or two. But my lungs, you know that, Randy, you see me, so we go fishing together. But the fly fishing club is pretty cool. It is pretty cool here in Klamath. They're big. It's a big club. And I had, last night's meeting was informative. A lot of it was over my head because I know nothing. And they were very gracious. It was nice. It was very nice. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hear somebody above me is up. Probably have to make another pot of coffee because I think I've drank most of that pot. And I'm running out of Black Rifle. I think it's just because of the cold weather. I don't see any snow right now. I saw some fall and then it stopped. It's supposed to come in pretty hard today. And it says snow starting soon. Oh yeah, it's coming. Oh yeah, here it comes. It's coming. There's a big old front coming. So we're going to get a lot of snow here today. That'll be fun. You should try ice fishing. You really should. Ice fishing is easy. And you're sitting down in a nice warm shelter and you're just pulling them up. They just come up through the hole, man. It's like God's little pescatarian vending machine. It just keeps producing all day long. You just pulling them up. It is. I think everybody should try ice fishing. I was shocked how much I enjoyed it. And that's how I met Randy. I think that's where we met. We may have met before that, huh, Randy? I don't know. I just meet people. I forget where I meet them or how I met them. I say hi to everybody. When I go into a store and they're wearing a name badge, I always use their name. And I introduce myself. And, it's just... I'm probably one of the most annoying, friendliest people you will meet in public. I'm that annoying. My kids are always embarrassed. Dad, they don't want to know you. I go, how do you know they don't know what? They might want to go fishing one day. I don't know. Or just, I try to teach my children that, good morning, every Robert. I haven't made your stuff yet, although I did paint the baits, or the spoons. Oh, they're gorgeous. Spoon's gorgeous. You're going to love them. I'm waiting for the filter so I can start etching again because of my lungs. But we'll get those done. And throw some surprises in there for you. Send me some more information on your friend. Because I want to put a little surprise in there for her. Something that we can personalize, something for Tay. But you guys, what was I talking? I was teaching my kids that people want to be friendly. They just forgotten how to be friendly. So when I go out, I'm friendly with everybody, and they just, they reciprocate, and it's fun. When you joke with somebody and they joke back, and it's just when you're out in public, it's just fun to interact with people. Yeah, send me some more stuff on Tay. and we're going to we'll make sure that we'll make her smile even more. We'll do that. It'll be fun. But yeah, we'll definitely get something like that for her. I want to do something special for her. Oh, hey. Yeah, it's pretty late for. I mean, it's in the afternoon for you guys. It's 8 hours ahead. So, what are you at? 4 o'clock. It's 4:20 over there. Yeah, here in the United States it's still a bit early. It's only 8 o'clock. I hope things are good in Scotland. The United States is, been a weird week, but for a lot of people. But life goes on. It just goes on. We'll be fine. Probably better than fine. Who knows? Wonder what Scotland thinks about our elections, about the United States elections. Probably. It's 4:20. Yep. Yeah. You guys are 8 hours. You guys are the real time. Greenwich Mean Time. Yeah. And in England, you guys, that's the way it is. Yeah, it's 11:20 in Michigan. That's where my family's from, Detroit. Both my parents were born in Detroit, and both my sisters were born in Detroit. My mom's family runs the mafia in Detroit, the Zerlis. And so Mom was in an arranged marriage to a young police officer. Completely dishonest police officer. And Dad was a horrible dad. Fortunately, he left when I was 4. But that was, one of those mafia things, just one of those mafia things. Dad was in the mafia for his entire life. Mom, she broke us away from it, so that's why I was born in California. My little brother and I. So Mom sort of distanced herself from the family. Although, Dad's funeral, it looked like a mafia reunion. But the Zerlis were a big name. I don't know what it's like anymore. But Tony, my great uncle, he was the number one suspect in Hoffa's disappearance. So, that was kind of, unofficial feather in the cap for the fam. I guess. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. Robert, we'll get those made. Send me some more stuff on Tay. Get some fun stuff made for Tay. And I'm still playing with some of these clear coats, some of the epoxies for my keychains. Because I didn't like this epoxy. The way it just sort of ran off. It didn't really encase it very well. So we're going to try another epoxy on that and see what we can do. Well, I have an exhaust fan. It just doesn't filter it out. And, with the snow starting and stuff, opening a window and stuff is not really that good. So I bought a filter box. So the exhaust is going to go into the filter box with a filter. And that'll do it. Because, it's hard enough for me to breathe, but my 2 floors above me, when I cut wood, my air cleaner 2 floors above me is going crazy. So it shows the air quality, which goes from like 6 to 76. So it's pretty bad. All right. You too, everybody. So I want to thank you guys again. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. All right. Let's do it. Let's do an outro. My rockin' one. Or no, we'll just do the sting. This is a sting. Just a little simple thing I made.